and we can't get the government to do anything because everyone in the government.
Hey everybody, as always, go watch that whole video. I really like the way that he sets the table and calls out all of these issues that we as the majority of Americans are having, and then goes on to state the fact that the government really can't help because the people that are elected are effectively handpicked by the people that own everything. And he's not wrong, but I do want to provide a little more color on that aspect. You see, as of right now, they can't stop us from voting, even though a lot of people would say that they're trying to stop us from voting by making so many things illegal, and then in a lot of states, once you have a felony, you can no longer vote. Therefore, you're able to stop the people you don't want to vote from voting. But I digress. In the meantime, the way that the people that own everything have been able to effectively control who gets elected in this country and thereby control the government has been by convincing a portion of the population, particularly that portion of the population that used to be able to take care of them and their families on a single blue-collar income, that the reason that they can't do that anymore is not because these organizations have people at the top that are hoarding more and more dollars. No, what they're doing is they're able to convince them that the world economy is finite and that America is just losing the battle, and so there are less dollars for America to go around, even though the world economy and the American economy have been growing nonstop since forever. You see, on top of convincing folks that there's a finite amount of dollars and therefore there are just less dollars to go around, the folks that own everything have been able to convince a lot of their workers that by giving dollars to people that need help with food or housing or healthcare or anything like that, that actually takes away even more dollars that could be going to workers and instead is going to people that aren't getting enough money, even though most of these people work, and if they were just getting higher salaries, they wouldn't need to get these public benefits. And the final piece of this puzzle is the fact that a lot of these people that own everything have been pretty successful in convincing workers that there's no point in complaining to the government about the problems that they're having because the government isn't there to listen to them. Kind of a squeaky wheel gets the grease sort of thing. There's no point in complaining because you're not going to get any help, so why even bother? To me, this sets up a perfect scenario for the people that own everything to take control of the government because they've been able to convince a large swath of the American electorate to either vote against their own interests because by having less money for social programs, there will be more money left over to go to the actual workers, or even worse, getting the American electorate not to participate in the elections because what's the point?